Travels. So currently we are here in Venice, Italy, and we are getting ready to take a whole tour of Venice. So
I thought it was Italy.
Huh?
I thought it was Italy.
Where's Venice though?
Here.
And where?
Here.
Here where?
Here.
What place is Venice in? Italy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Italy, Venice, Italy to be specific. You want to say hi? You got anything important to tell them?
Nope.
How do you say hi in Italian? Ciao? Ciao, ciao?
No.
Huh?
I said no.
No is no in Italian? All right, come on. Let's go to our stop so we don't be late. So our stay in Venice, Italy was absolutely amazing. So we stayed in the mainland of Venice, Italy. We did not stay right there on the water. We stayed at a nice Marriott, and we actually took the bus all the way to where the water part of Venice is. And it was pretty cool seeing all of the different parts of Venice and not just being stuck in just one location. So I like staying not in the touristy areas and actually being able to see everything that's around us. So the very first thing that I noticed in the mainland parts of Venice was the population. A lot of the population in the mainland of Venice, it was older individuals. But the cool thing was they were riding around on bikes. They were just like, they were older, but they were like doing things that we normally don't see here in the States. But like I said, they were riding around on bikes. It was just like groups of them walking around, just like doing, being very, very active. And I thought that was pretty cool to see. And so, as I said before, we did catch the bus to over to the port area of Venice, and it was amazing. And so once we got to the port, we did take a tour. We took a grand tour of Venice, Italy, and we basically kind of island hopped a little bit. And so it was pretty cool. So I really hope that you guys enjoy seeing all of the different islands that are there in Venice that we went to on our trip. And so it took the bus maybe about 30 minutes to get from our hotel area all the way to the water taxi area. But it was pretty cool getting there. They do have a metro system. They have trains. They have everything just like we do in the States. And so, when people think of Venice, Italy, they think of just gondola rides and water taxis and just hotels, on the water. But this is us here going over the interstate. And so we're getting ready to come up on a train that's right on the interstate going with us. So I thought that was pretty cool to show you guys. We don't have, metro stations and metro trains that are, going over bridges and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool to see. But I really hope that you guys enjoy all of the different sites that we're going to show you. We did have a few things to eat while we're in Venice, and I have no complaints about Venice, like none at all. So our bus dropped us off at the bus station that was near the San Marco area. And so if you guys know us, you guys already know that we're going to be looking for some trinkets to take back home. So we did stop in this little cute area here, and we picked up a few magnets for the refrigerator. And so the magnets were about $1 and some change, no more than €2 at that. But this area was pretty cool. They had some food over here, and there's just a lot of locals just hanging out, doing nothing, just hanging out with their friends. But I thought that the area was pretty cool. We did get to see a lot of gondola rides, and do not do like us. Do not make the mistake of thinking that you're going to get a really good price on a gondola ride when you get there, because we did not. They tried to get us. They were like $80 per person for a gondola ride. I'm like, what? That's ridiculous. And I remember looking at some gondola rides before I left the States, and it was like $50 per person, and it was through a reputable site. But nope, it actually wasn't this person that's here that told me that it was $80. It was someone that was a little bit further down on this same strip that said $80 US per person. But if you guys can, always try to book your gondola rides through a reputable source before you actually get there. Otherwise, you may, I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but you may get ripped off, and you don't want that. And so the other thing that I thought was pretty cool was that, there's just boats riding around. Like, I saw a DHL boat, like instead of, a DHL truck, they had a DHL boat. And so, DHL, it's like, UPS or, one of the transportation package delivery companies here in the States. And I just thought that was pretty cool how in different countries they have different, different things. But this was a really nice area to take some pictures at over here. But on this day, we were heading to our tour. So let's keep on looking. We can take our mask down. Which ones do you like? Do you like better over there or over there?
I just want to swim.
You just want to swim. It'll come true. So over here, this is the area where I got all of the different trinkets from. And so, in the areas that don't have prices, you may have to haggle just a little bit, but don't be afraid to haggle, especially when it comes to spending money. And so here's the bus station here. It's in a really convenient location, and literally right across the bridge. You right across the bridge to the left, you'll find the train station. So if you guys are coming from the train station, coming from another location, you can just jump off the train and walk over the bridge and then get to the bus station if you guys wanted to explore the inland areas of Venice. So as I said before, Venice has tons of bridges, but this is the very first bridge that we're coming over. So I thought that it was pretty cool. It's kind of like made out of glass. You can kind of see the bottom a little bit. You can see the water if you look through. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool, but I can kind of imagine how slippery it could be if it rained or something like that. And so let me backtrack a little bit. The whole thing is not made out of glass, like the bottom, but there are some pieces that are made out of glass. Like coming up here, you'll see that there are some pieces that are made out of glass where you can see clean, straight through the water. And because there are a lot of steps in Venice, if you have a little one and you plan on traveling to Venice, I do highly recommend one of those nice umbrella strollers where you just fold up really fast and walk over the steps. And when you get down to the bottom, then you can, let the stroller back out and put the child back in it. But yes, you're going to be coming over a lot of steps in Venice. Oh, and I did forget to say that this bridge is called the Constitution Bridge that's here in Venice, Italy. And like I said, there's a lot of different bridges, but this here is the Constitution Bridge. Oh. Look at all the boats. It's so many, and look at the colors. So beautiful. So let's talk about these steps, you guys. Okay, so we all know going down the steps is easy for most people, but some people that may have issues with their knees, going up some steps may be a little bit more difficult. But I must say that these steps here, they're not really tall steps. Like, they're very short steps. So if you are a person that has trouble with their knees, or someone that has trouble walking up steps, these steps will not be that bad for you. So Miss Isabella, she wanted to stop and look at all of the boats that were going by, and I think she wanted to count them as well. And so I let her, of course. And so these are the different boat stations, and so like these are like bus pickup areas, but if you think about it, they're for boats. So I thought that they were pretty cool, and they were not expensive at all, not at all. Okay. So coming up over to the left, we are getting ready to pass by the train station. And so this is one of the main train stations here in Venice. So if you're coming from any other part of Italy, this will be the main train station that you're going to come to whenever you come to Venice. So if you're not paying attention, you may pass it. You just may pass it, because guess what? We passed it. We did pass the train station, looking for the train station, and we did wind up asking two different people, hey, where's the train station? And one person couldn't understand us, and the other person pointed us in this direction. So pay attention whenever you're coming, but this is exactly what the train station will look like on the outside of it. So we did finally make it into the train station. So once we made it into the train station, look, you guys, this is exactly what it looks like. And so there's different trains and different train brands that come to this specific terminal. And so while we're in there, we're looking for our ticket pickup area, because we had purchased tours. And you guys, we will leave the link of the tour company that we booked for our Venice Island trip. We will leave that in the comments. But this is what the inside of the train station looks like. And so we once again had to ask someone, hey, where's this specific area? Because I believe it said meet in front of train station 2 or 5 or something. And we actually got there and we're like, okay, where where's the ticket pickup area? So always ask someone, of course, someone that's wearing a uniform, for help if you need help. They're very friendly when we were there. And so one thing that I did notice about a lot of these trains, they had different levels, and so it just wasn't regular basic economy. They had like first class economy that you can purchase, business class that you can purchase. So it was kind of similar to an airplane. And so we eventually found the tour company for the tours, and so this is it right here. Okay. This is it right here. And let's take a peek at some of these prices. You see the prices. All right. And so all of them are shared tours. There are no private tours. And so look at the prices. The prices were pretty decent. Okay. And so this is the outside of the tour company. And so once we got our tickets from the tour company, we had to walk I wouldn't say a good ways, maybe about 5 minutes up into the port, into the, it tells you exactly where to meet at. And then so these were some markings here that I found, and I guess these are some of the water levels that they expect to happen. So I thought that was pretty interesting, pretty interesting. And so here we are. This is our tour boat, and it's called Alaguana. Okay, so that is the name of the tour company that took us on this tour, Alaguana, and they were completely amazing. And so the tour has begun, and we are off to see the many different islands of Venice, and I can't wait to show you guys these islands. So check out this yacht over there. When I grow up, this is the type of yacht that I want. It was huge. At first I thought it was like a cruise liner, but nope, this is somebody's yacht, honey. And it's beautiful. Look at it. Look at this beauty. These are goals. I promise you, these are goals. And so as we're floating along, we get to see all of the different houses and apartments that people live in. And so like this is local life for Venice, you know. This is just not, you know, on the main strip area. Like this is where the locals live at in Venice. Thought that that was pretty cool. And so I can say that I love Venice. Like Venice is so so beautiful, so beautiful. And so Miss Isabella enjoyed looking at all of the houses and, you know, the different hues of the water. And of course we're gonna eat once we get all the way in there, but she did enjoy this. Okay. And you know, she did fall asleep. She did get a little bit tired, so she did decide that she was gonna take a nap while she was on the boat. So you'll see that later on too. So you remember that DHL boat that I was telling you guys about earlier? Look, here it is. This it's so cool to see local life and how things operate in different countries. I think that's one of the coolest parts about visiting foreign countries. Nothing's the same as it is in the States. Look at this. Beautiful. So the weather when we're there in Venice was really nice. It was about 70 something degrees. It wasn't too hot or too cold. Okay, so that was the weather. I liked it. I really liked it. We had a chance to wear our long sleeve dresses, and Miss Isabella fell asleep. Like I said, she fell asleep. And, you know, I just let her sleep, you know, especially if we're on a boat and, you know, we're getting ready to do some walking. I let her sleep. And so one thing about the tour that we were on, they did make a few stops to pick other people up from the different, you know, boat stops. I will say that. So we have made it to our very first stop. Join us in our next video to see all of the islands.